What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Cloud Slayer channel. Hope you guys are doing well. Today we got another Monday Ramble. Hope everybody had a great week, great weekend. Last week we had special guest Maddie on, Maddie G over at the Gravy Nail. Sometimes it's good to mix things up and just not just mix it up, but visit with friends and stuff like that. We see each other at work all the time, but we're off doing things that we enjoy, the things we like, and enjoying life with our families, right? And sometimes you don't get to see your friends as often as you want to outside of the thing that we call work. And Matt's always out there doing stuff that he likes. He got into fishing and stuff like that, as he made mention. Myself, I've been into like jujitsu and stuff like that, right? And sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles, man. When you're trying to do things and get better at stuff, you got to put other things on hold. Friendships, relationships, whatever. Sometimes you need that time for self-improvement, and you got to set aside that time. It's not that you don't care for anything else. It's that you decided to do that thing. You decided to pursue something. So you have to set aside the time that you dedicate for that, right? In order to get better at it. Or else, it's not going to happen. You don't gain any kind of consistency. You don't gain your ability, or you don't get better at that thing anyways. And the only way you're going to get better at it is to do it. And that involves letting people know that you're dedicating your time towards those things, right? You're setting aside time to do those things. They're either going to, respect it or not, I guess. But the thing is that you're holding yourself to that standard to continue to do that thing and dedicate time to learning it and putting forth the effort to get better at it, right? Whether you see improvements or not, you're still dedicating time towards that thing, right? This thing that you want to do. And it doesn't matter what it is, but, people got to respect it because that's what you want to do, right? And you got to start holding yourself accountable in those situations, right? And I know it sucks and it stinks. You want to hang out with friends, you want to hang out with family a little bit more, but it's gonna pay off in the end, man. You're gonna put forth a couple hours of your life to go do that thing. Imagine how much better you're gonna feel when you get done doing that thing that you set out to do, the thing you want to do, the thing that makes you feel young again or something. I like jujitsu because it helps me feel more mobile. I've been moving in ways that I haven't moved in years, since I was like a teenager. And oh man, I like it a lot, right? So I have to keep doing it. I have to set aside the time to do it. I've been injured the last few weeks, which sucks. I've been itching to get back out there, but as I made mention of past injuries when I was in like high school, and I never let a lot of those things heal, and it just got worse. And ultimately you pay with more time if you don't let it heal. So I ended up getting a rib injury, and there's not much you could do in those situations other than let it heal up. You can't just work it out and it's gonna go away. I had a hard time like breathing at times, especially laying down. Getting up, it took me minutes to get up. Man, it was hurt. It hurt a lot. So I was in quite a bit of pain, but I'm starting to feel a lot better. I don't hurt nearly as bad as when I sneeze. I'm just hoping that I'll be good on competition day. It sucks because I haven't been able to get on the mats and roll, and that's my biggest worry. Like in my mind, oh man, I hope I'm ready, because I'm taking so much time off, and you can't help it because you're injured, right? Because if you come back too soon, you could re-injure it, make it worse, and all that kind of crappy stuff. So I'm just trying to be patient as I can be, learn from my past mistakes with all my past knee injuries and stuff like that. And even though I want to win the competition, and I'm not coming up with an excuse already, because I'm going to do, if I'm going to compete, I'm going to do my best, win, lose, or draw, whatever. I'm going to go do my best, and I'm going to try my hardest to win. Regardless of if I win or not, that's fine. Unfortunately, like I said, I got injured now. Not now, but, a few weeks ago and stuff like that. So I'm just hoping to be healed up, and that's all I'm focusing on now. I've been finally able to light jog and stuff like that. I've been able to roll on my back to do some stretches. Do I still feel it? Heck yeah, but I'm feeling confident that I'm gonna feel good for then when I go down there and do this thing. So I'm still excited. I'm hopeful, and but I'm wishing for the best, hoping for the best, and stuff like that. So more to come on that. Geez, there's so much I like to talk about, and starting new things is scary. It's always scary whenever you go into the unknown, into the darkness of information that you have not yet acquired, right? You're going to a place that is foreign territory for you, but that's a perfect time. It's a perfect opportunity for you to grow as a human being and learn some stuff and become and be doing something that you want to do or have wanted to do, or maybe it's something new that piqued your interest that you just like, hey, I'm going to do it on a whim, maybe. Regardless of how you found yourself to that point, the important thing is that you're going to be doing something. You're going to be learning stuff. You're going to be teaching yourself new things, and it's something that you want to do. And that, it's a beautiful thing. It's what's life if you don't continue to grow. When you leave high school and all this kind of stuff, some people they dedicate their time to other things. It could be partying, it could be drinking, it could be whatever, doing drugs, doing alcohol, doing gangbanging, doing whatever they're doing, and you don't do any of those things, and you just want to do other things that are fun. Gosh darn it, who's stopping you from doing it? You're a grown man or woman, and you're going to continue to do those things regardless. Might as well fill that time with something you find useful and productive. You're not going to ever regret it. Well, you might if you get like really badly injured or something, but that's not funny. But, at least you get hurt doing something and stuff. I know some people that don't do anything and they get injured all the time, right? They get injured picking up socks off the floor, because they don't work on any type of mobility and things like that. They just, they're trying to play safe. Oh, I don't exercise because it hurts or whatever. And it's like, well, here's a quick news flash for anybody that's, saying that it must be easy for people to work out because they're injured or something, and the person that is doing that isn't injured. A lot of times people are injured and they're hurt, or not necessarily injured, but they have aches and pains of everyday life, just like you. But they decide to get up and do it, right? The difference between you and them is that they decided to get up and pursue something, pursue whatever it is that's burning a fire in them to get their butts into the gym, get their butts doing whatever it is that they want to do or that they're putting their energy towards, and progressing from there, right? It always looks easy because, whatever you're doing seems difficult, but it's not easy. It's just as difficult for that other person. The only difference is their mentality. They're wanting to achieve that thing that they set out to do. And, it could be a tough pill to swallow, but the sooner that you swallow it, the sooner you can get up and move towards the things you want to do, the goals you want to set for yourself, the changes you want to make, working towards the changes that you want to make in your own life. And, it's not easy. I always say that. It's not easy because it's not freaking easy. It's not easy for anybody. They say, what was this? They were talking about this Olympic athlete, and they're like, man, you must get up and you must just have like all the energy in the world. This dude's like a Olympic runner, sprinter, like one of the fastest people in the world, right? And he's like, heck no, I get up and I'm just like everybody else. I'm dragging ass, but I force myself to get up and, work out and, do these things. And, it's tough. I refer to Mike Tyson too, where he was talking about, he gets down on himself in between fight camps and thinking he's a piece of crap and all this kind of stuff, and I think that's why a lot of people relate to him. But he talks about doing those little like accessory works like you love them, even though you hate them. You do it like you love them because that's what's going to get you better. Regardless of how you actually feel, that work has to be done, right? It has to be done in order for you to get better at this thing. If you truly want to get better at it, it's those little things that you refine that is going to bring you to the next level. Because they stink, they suck, they're worst things ever, but they're also the best things ever to help you improve. And they only suck. You suck at them because you don't work towards that stuff, right? Let's give an example here. I used to lift weights quite a bit. I was stuck at like 275-pound bench press for the longest time, right? And I didn't want to see the realities of it. That, hey, maybe I got to switch up how I'm pressing, or the things that I'm pressing. Like instead of a barbell, do dumbbells for a couple weeks and stuff like that, and work certain stabilizers or work on different tempo of bench press. Like, okay, I'm gonna, instead of just regulars, let's go down, go up, go down, go up at usual speed. How about we try to do speed reps, go faster? And I demonstrated that in one of my past videos. I like speed work a lot because I just like to press things fast. But there's also where you slow it down and hit those slow twitch muscle fibers. There's fast twitch, slow twitch, normal twitch, just a twitchy twitch, you know what I mean? But the important thing is you're challenging yourself in different ways and whatnot. So you can do like a normal drop down, but then a 4-second up. It takes you 4 seconds to go up. You're just going slow, going through the motions, pushing those muscles to the max. What is that called? Muscle overloads, stuff like that. I started doing those things, and bench press started going up. Whenever I got impatient, I would lift heavy more often than I should have because of my ego, my soft ego, and I would pay dearly for it because I would always get hurt. My shoulders would be overworked, and they would be hurting. Sometimes I kept ignoring it, and it would just hurt more, right? And it's a bad habit to have. Yeah, sure, people say lift through it, but not if you're going too heavy, man. That's a recipe for disaster. You're going to hurt yourself, right? Sometimes you're going to back off to go forward, to progress. And on those days when you should be listening to your body when they're hurting and it's telling you no more weight, maybe you could do some weight. Maybe you just got to do lower amount of weight, right? Maybe it's not telling you no weight whatsoever and, you're just going to go do it anyways. Maybe it's telling you to lower the weight and work on it, right? Or maybe you can do isometric movements for the triceps and stuff like that. Triceps is a big part of a bench press. So people think it's just chest or whatever, but, your biceps, your triceps, a lot of them, a lot of power goes in from your triceps, and your biceps are a really good stabilizer for it. So you don't want to not work those things, right? It took me years to figure that stuff out. Thank God for YouTube helping me out through a lot of my difficulties and stuff like that. Mark Bell, I did that Stronger in 30 Days like Mark Bell. I used to watch Strength Cartel before they became like a drama site or whatever. But when they were having like Mex Lee do a lot of weightlifting, I really, that's when I first got into the 315-pound club, was because I was racing that guy on his journey through the Strength Cartel channel. And I beat him, but I didn't really beat him because I beat him in the videos of when he got it. But as we all know, they pre-record, and I don't know how far back they are in their videos. They could be months behind, but it's like an after mirage. They get all their content, and it takes them a while to edit and get those videos out. So a lot of things from their channel has already happen. It ain't like I upload this today. Guess what? I recorded it today. I almost immediately upload it. I don't edit these things. I don't take out ums, bums, and butts like we're talking about with Maddie. I usually just go with it, right? Only time I'll edit is like if we go on a Bigfoot hunt and there's a big old silence. We're just looking there. There's a lot of wind going on, so I'll cut out the wind or something. But if there's ever a time lapse, it's only because we're just walking around doing nothing, and just like, hey man, shh, it's over there, whatever, whispering stuff and whatnot. So, but a big point is, you got to do these small things to improve. If you don't do anything and change anything up, you're not going to improve. You got to figure that out, though, for yourself. Not from me. Don't take it from me. Don't take it from anybody else. Take it from yourself. If you don't like the improvements you're seeing, what are you going to do? What do you got to do? You got to figure it out. The only way you're going to stay consistent with those things is if you find a way, a method that you enjoy and that you like very much. So, but without that, I think I took it up plenty of everybody's time. I hope everybody has a great one. And, keep improving. I hope you guys have a great one. Until next time, peace.